Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, March 12, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. U.S. Virgin Islands Senator Javon James paid a courtesy call on the Honorable Eric Evelyn, Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports in the Nevis Island administration on Monday, March 11th. Senator James is the youngest serving senator in the 33rd legislature of the U.S. Virgin Islands.
My family is from St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm a senator in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I was elected on November 6, 2018 as the youngest senator serving in the 33rd legislature of the Virgin Islands. And as the Honorable said, I'm the chairman for the Committee on Youth, Sports, Parks and Recreation, and I'm the vice chair for the Committee on Planning and Culture. I came here to visit my family and friends. It's just such a coincidence that we met and we have the same responsibilities as leaders. And it's a great feeling to be here. I really plan to come back again for music festival and hopefully for carnival. So you will see my face around the place. And it's just a great feeling, you know, a great feeling.
Minister Evelyn said he was delighted to welcome Senator James to the island of Nevis.
I'm very pleased today to welcome to my office Senator Javon James, a senator from the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix to be exact. And Mr. James, Senator James, has a lot of roots here on the island of Nevis, and he is paying a visit to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and he decided to pay a courtesy call on myself. And of course we have similar portfolios, and so he has decided to pay a courtesy call here at my office, and I'm indeed very delighted to welcome Senator James to Nevis and to my office, and of course the Nevis Island administration. We're always very happy to welcome officials when they visit us from the Virgin Islands and wherever. And of course we know that we do have a lot of persons from Nevis living in the Virgin Islands, in St. Croix and in St. Thomas, and of course we are delighted to welcome him home, and of course we are delighted to have him. And of course we have been having some discussions, and we intend to collaborate in the future with respect to youth and culture.
Senator James was also among dignitaries who attended Monday's Youth Parliament by the Nevis branch of the CPA in celebration of Commonwealth Day. The Ministry of Agriculture has re-established its Agriculture Advisory Council for Nevis. That announcement was made on February 28th by Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers.
But it was in existence prior to me, prior to 2013, when I became the Minister of Agriculture. For some reason it became dormant. And through the efforts of the Permanent Secretary, the current Permanent Secretary, myself, the Director, and all of the stakeholders who have an interest in the well-being of agriculture here on the island of Nevis, we were able to put this committee or this council back together again. We had our first meeting on I believe it was the 5th of February. Coming out of those meetings, like I said, back on the 5th of February, we would have established quite a number of challenges and charted a way forward.
The council is comprised of the Minister of Agriculture, who serves as the chair, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, the director and the deputy director of the Department of Agriculture, the chief extension officer, a representative of the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, a representative of the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, the director of the Small Enterprise Development Unit, and 2 farmers.
Coming out of the meeting, we would have also established at least 6 crops that we're going to focus on. And of course, this is from our end, but we also need to establish with 4 Seasons and also the additional or the other whole hotels here on the island of Nevis. What are some of the demands that they have as well too, so that we are working in unison? And some of the crops that we intend to focus on, first of all, is sweet potatoes. We do believe, and I said it back in December, that we do believe that sweet potato is a versatile crop, and it can certainly provide a name for the island of Nevis in terms of one of those products that could form part of every meal that is produced, local meal that is produced and provided to our visitors and also our local residents as well. So the sweet potato is one of those crops. Tomatoes, peppers, which are sweet, and also colored peppers as well, melons, lettuce, pumpkin. Those 6 crops we believe are 6 crops that can be grown here and grown in the quantities that can supply, if not supply in terms of shutting out the import of those products, but we can produce at a percentage or level that we believe can supply most, if not all, of the hotels here on the island of Nevis.
According to Minister Jeffers, the Agriculture Advisory Council intends to meet quarterly to address matters including marketing, perennial larceny, crop damage and loss by monkeys, and climate change. The Honorable Akila Byron Nisbet was the featured speaker at the awards and cocktail ceremony hosted by the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs on Friday, March 8th at the grounds of Government House.
If we are truly going to achieve equality, then we as women need to fully understand how we live and breathe inequality each day. And we need to be able to wholeheartedly identify with each other. We speak much about the importance of gender equality. And gender equality is indeed important. However, gender equality is broad and encompasses quite a number of issues that affects us as women. I found that over the years, we have gotten consumed in the broad fight for gender equality, and in so doing, we have neglected the importance of us working together to achieve some common outcome.
Senator Byron Nisbet congratulated the awardees who were recognized for their accomplishments in the field of entrepreneurship.
Your strength individually that have allowed each of you to achieve the successes you have is commendable. Your success also brings hope to other women who, if we are able to pool all of our strengths together in support of each other, would be able to ultimately achieve gender equality here in St. Kitts and Nevis, one cause at a time. And so to all of my beautiful women, I say happy International Women's Day. And may we continue to think equal, build smart, and innovate for change.
The event was part of the activities for International Women's Day, which was celebrated on March 8th. Still to come, New Zealand government offers 20 scholarships to Caribbean citizens. The details after this break.
Hello everyone, I am Superintendent Lyndon David of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force. This year, we have decided to take on the challenge of the Panama scenario. And we know with this exercise, all of our participants and actors will be certainly challenged. We're asking you to assist us in this exercise.
Welcome back. 4 persons will be representing Nevis in the Regional Youth Parliamentarians debate. President of the Nevis Island Assembly, the Honourable Farrell Smithen, made the announcement at the close of the Nevis Island Branch Youth Parliamentarians mock sitting on Monday, March 11th, Commonwealth Day.
The Youth Parliament, which comes up in Trinidad and Tobago later this year, that is between the period 12th to the 19th of July. And so this year, hopefully we will get 4 persons, and I could almost say definitely we're going to get 4 persons in order to attend. And so those of you who would be selected, you have to work on it because you're going to do part 2 of the same national insurance scheme for the second part. It's another aspect of it that you'll be dealing with. It would be more detail as to exactly what you want. Some of you spoke about the board, and that would be in it, and how we would arrive at funding for the national insurance scheme. That is what we are going to be dealing with.
The youth parliamentarians debated the Nevis Youth White Paper establishing universal health care for the island of Nevis. The debate took place at the Nevis Island Assembly Chambers at Hamilton House. The regional youth parliamentarians' mock sitting of Parliament will be part of the 44th Conference of the Caribbean, the Americas and the Atlantic region of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, scheduled to take place in Trinidad and Tobago in July. The Nevis Island Administration's Ministry of Human Resources is informing that the New Zealand government is offering 20 scholarships to Caribbean citizens to pursue degree programs starting in February 2020. The priority areas of study are climate change and the environment, food security and agriculture, renewable energy and disaster risk management. For more information on courses, choice of universities, eligibility and the application process, visit the website of New Zealand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, www.mfat.govt.nz. The deadline for applying is noon on March 28, 2019. For further guidance, contact Nicole Duncan via email at nduncan@oas.org. Meantime, the Nevis Island Administration's Ministry of Human Resources is also informing that the Organization of American States, OAS, in collaboration with the government of Chile, is inviting interested persons to apply for scholarship opportunities in 4 areas of study: business administration and management, marketing and sales management, politics, public management, and technology and energy. The programs will be taught in Spanish and will commence on July 15, 2019 for a duration of 12 months. The deadline for applying is April 22, 2019. For more scholarship information, visit www.oas.org or contact the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at Government Headquarters on St. Kitts. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bonti Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.